Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another vlog. I'm making my way down through campus, and I've got a suitcase in hand, so you know what that means. I'm doing some more traveling. Now, one of the friends I've made over here is a fellow American, at least he was born in America. His name is Otto. But his parents live in Hungary, and he has fortunately invited me and a couple others to come visit the country of Hungary and their beautiful capital of Budapest.
Budapest.
No, it's Buda-PESHT.
For a couple of days. So that is what I'm on my way to do. It's very exciting stuff. I didn't think I'd ever get to go to Hungary, but here we are. I've heard it's very beautiful. I have no idea what's there, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. So yeah, as you can imagine, I am very, very excited. So once again, we were at Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof, ready to do some more traveling, go on another adventure. So well, let's do it. Well, it was a pretty long day yesterday. Spent about 10 hours on the train, not including the 2 hours we spent in Munich on layover. It's another city I'd like to visit soon. But we managed to make it safely, and we had some nice home cooked meals, some paprikash last night for dinner, which was nice. So today is day one, and we're going to be spending it on Lake Valence outside of Budapest. So I'm looking forward to it.
Und er meinte, der hat ausprobiert, der war jetzt cool, aber was eigentlich einen Unterschied gemacht hat, war auch so
Well, I can now officially say I've been wakeboarding. Took a couple of tries, but I managed to do a lap or two around the little course they got set up. It was pretty cool. And then some guys right at the end started coming who actually knew what they were doing, so that was fun. But it was a cool experience. I'm glad I got to do it, and really enjoyed it. I don't know what we're gonna be doing now, but we'll figure something out. Right, well, overall it was a pretty solid and productive day. We ended up spending a couple hours at a local resort and spa. Pool, hot tubs, saunas, and some geothermal baths, which is something that Hungary is known for, apparently. So, yeah, it was a bit tricky to get footage inside of those places, as you can probably imagine, but it was quite nice. I really liked it. I guess it was just a day of trying a lot of new things with water, or is how it ended up. But yeah, it was a good time. Really liked it, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, when we finally go get to see Budapest. So, should be fun. Well, day two, and you can possibly tell what we're doing today. Finally visiting Budapest. Should be a very interesting full day ahead of us.
Here? Yeah, we'll go here.
He's a fisher, whatever.
And either we walk down there or we go into this area. We'll do you in this area?
Maybe.
We can take that. Let's take the
Oh my gosh, the city is beautiful. Like, wow. This is fantastic.
Basilika, riesengroße Kirche. Ja, und wir werden eigentlich auch dahin. Also, Stadion.
I mean, this is an insanely beautiful country, or beautiful city. And just that view overlooking the Danube onto the cathedral and the Parliament building over there, that's tough to beat. This is like shockingly beautiful. Oh my gosh, well beyond expectations. And up here is all like brand new as well, as you can tell. It's, you know, pretty heavily bombed during Second World War, and so they've started getting around to restoring everything, it seems, pretty recently. Still very beautiful. It's definitely not as old as, you know, some of the other buildings around here. And I keep kind of doing the same shots over and over again, but it's just too beautiful. Wow. Fascinating that, you know, not much more than 30 years ago, this was a place that very few Americans would have dared venture. You know, other side of the Iron Curtain and all of that. But now we've seen quite a few Americans, or at least heard quite a lot of American English. So it's a pretty popular tourist destination, it seems. Crazy how things can change that quickly in 30 years, and I can, you know, you can easily see why it's a popular tourist destination. It's absolutely gorgeous, especially the big famous Parliament building right here. We've also heard quite a bit of German being spoken here, or signs and menus in German and such like that. A lot of people who speak German, and that's not just because this is a popular tourist destination for Germany as well. There's also a pretty significant German population living here, apparently, which makes sense historically if you think about it. But also, according to our tour guides up there, apparently there's quite a few Germans who move here after retirement because it's nice and cheap. Honestly, wouldn't be a bad place to retire, if I do say so myself. It is quite pretty.
Soldiers at free us. And what they mean by free is
Obviously they're referring to
Yeah, very interesting collection of statues around here.
something worth getting a statue. Ich finde die Aktion ganz gut. Ja.
What a day. I mean, you guys already know the whole shtick about me going to a new city and calling it beautiful in various ways, but man, I really mean it here. This is absolutely gorgeous. I definitely would not mind coming back here someday. How cool is this? Well, overall, I have to say I've been pretty pleasantly surprised by how very clean and modern Budapest feels as a city. Not to say that it doesn't have those, more historic looking buildings like the Parliament building, but a lot of the stuff on the Castle Hill that we were on earlier in the day is very older buildings that have been restored quite recently, or even that Hall of Music back there was just a very incredibly modern building. So overall it's a very lot of modern stuff, and like I said, it feels very clean as well. It's very, very impressive, very nice city. I quite like it. I quite like it a lot. Yeah, overall, I'm quite satisfied with this trip so far. Right, well, day 3 is going to be a bit tricky because if you look at the sky, you might notice it looks a bit cloudy and it's supposed to storm before too long. So we decided to spend what time we can at the lake. Just give wakeboarding another go. Everyone seemed to enjoy that on Monday, so we're gonna try it again, and I'll record what footage I can. Uh-oh. Well, overall, it was a long but pretty successful day. The storm actually held off for quite a lot longer than we thought it would, so we actually got quite a bit of wakeboarding time in, which was quite nice. Other than that, we've mostly just been chilling, hanging out here. So haven't taken things super seriously today. But it's been nice to have a day to recover and relax, sort of. I'm gonna try and record my food review tomorrow at the airport. But overall, it's been a pretty interesting culinary experience in Hungary. Aside from a few home cooked meals, stuff like paprikash, which I was really looking forward to trying. We've had some pretty good food. I had just today the first real burger that I've had since leaving America, which was super refreshing. It was absolutely fantastic. I've really missed having burgers, and we've also found out that Hungary is really good at making lemonade. We had some really solid lemonades in the restaurants, and also some pretty solid wine as well. Hungary has never been a huge wine person, but Hungarian wine is honestly something to look out for. But overall, yeah, I'd say this was a really fantastic trip, and this is kind of exactly what I needed to recharge my batteries and kind of refresh this study abroad experience for me. Like I said, I've been feeling kind of homesick ever since my parents left, understandably. But this trip is really what I think I needed, kind of reopen my eyes to the experiences I could have. It's really been fantastic, and Hungary is just such a beautiful country. Budapest is such a beautiful city, and I've had a really phenomenal time here. It's been fantastic. Well, that is unfortunately the end of our trip, but not quite the end of the vlog, as we still have one very important food review left to do. This is Putyosh. I'm sorry, I'm really trying here, but aside from the name meaning spotted, as you might be able to tell from the packaging, this is a Hungarian candy bar, chocolate bar, something usually served cold. It's a chocolate covering with like a cream, like a cheese cream filling, something. It doesn't really have an equivalent in America, but I'm going to try and describe it as best as I can. It's hard to describe where I've like experienced this flavor before, whether it was like some sort of truffle or cheese that I ate or something like that. But it's kind of like tangy and a little bit sour and fruity almost. It's not like a cream cheese or anything like that. Like I said, it has no real like English equivalent, I suppose. But it isn't bad. It's kind of like I don't know. The closest thing I can think of is like cannoli filling, like ricotta cheese, something like that, something similar, but covered in chocolate. And I don't know. It's very strange. It's very different, but honestly not bad. So yeah. So it looks like that is going to do it for the today's vlog. I really did enjoy my trip. It was such a fantastic time. Really exceeded my expectations. Budapest and Hungary did. It was really such a fantastic time, and I hope to go back. Hope to go back sometime in the future. I really do. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, I'll have another vlog out sometime soon. And in the meantime, have a good one.